So I got myself into kind of a shit situation. I was not able to install this back, and the only reason I was messing with this anyway is because I wanted to disconnect this so that the headlight sprayers don't ever work. I could have coded them out with a computer, but I figured, someone else is gonna have this car. They won't be able to turn it back on if they'll want to for whatever reason. I think the only reason I would do it is if I went mudding with this car, or if I lived maybe somewhere in the deep countryside. But anyway, so I was not able to push this back in. It was catching here, but it was also catching somewhere up top. Anyway, I finally decided enough is enough. I'm going to take the fender off. So in case you're curious to see how this actually goes in, maybe you'll be able to figure it out how to put it back in once you see this, So I'm sure you know about this part. That's where that goes in. You probably could see that part as well. But even if I try to put it back in like so, obviously that's a little bit in the way, but that's gonna push. That's kind of what it's looking like now. You have to for me to even put it back with such good access, I had to kind of push it there. Actually, wait, now that's off. If I started with the bottom first, I have to kind of force that in. Obviously this has to be in that slot, and only then it's in. I don't know what the hell this is. I guess it's a breather. This will have to go back on. That came off. I guess that's a breather because obviously this is the supply that's coming from here. But this is what it looks like. So if I take this off, I mean, it's all very flat looking. Doesn't look like it would be a problem to put it back in with the fender on. But yeah, I don't know. It looks simple, but it wasn't going back in. Maybe this is gonna help someone out. Whoever gets into the same situation as me. But that's that. To take the fender off wasn't too bad at all. The trickiest part was probably right there. Also, don't forget about this one if you will take it off. That right there, I had to kind of push these clips in while I had a flathead in right there, in between the fender and the side skirt. So I was doing that. Push these three in, just barely, just so it can go down. And then I took this over the fender, and then that created a gap here, and I just got a 10 millimeter in like so. Took that off. Yeah, there's one you'll get through here, one you'll get through that side, but it's easy access, not a problem. A couple 8 millimeters. I take the bumper off, obviously just the side of it, and then this is going to be a 10 millimeter. This holds on the actual fender. Everything else self-explanatory, no big deal. There's that. There's one holding here. These two hold to the bumper, which are 8 millimeter. There's that. There's that one, the corner one that I said don't forget. One is from the inside, one is from the outside, and then the rest are up top. But yeah, this thing just pissed me off so much. For such a simple thing, I thought it's going to be a 5-minute thing, and then it turned out to be a whole deal. But yeah, if if you want to take a look here, that's kind of what you're working with. I don't know where the hell it was catching, why the fuck I couldn't put it back on. Maybe it was this hose, at this point I don't remember. But I just remember this, it was going at an angle, and wait, if I can replicate it, I couldn't even get that much of it on. I guess it was like at that angle. So what would I have to do in that case? I guess I had to try to get this part in first. But I feel like I wasn't able to. I mean, I'm not that stupid. I remember that I tried a few things. But yeah. Anyway, that's that. Good luck.